We're going to get things over to Weather First meteorologist David Holtman. Heat has been definitely the key word over the past few days, but you got to get through the rough to kind of get a little bit of a break that's coming.
Yeah, we've had multiple rounds of storms, and that's the rough that we're going to see, especially as we get into tonight and into tomorrow as well, before we get that nice relief. Talking about last night's storms, we did see wind gusts totaling them out here up to 83 miles an hour, especially around Janesville and Cedar Rapids. There were kind of pockets of heavier wind, especially as we get to places like Waterloo, Independence, and Anamosa of above 70 miles an hour, which is still really strong. For now, we're seeing clear skies. We're seeing a dying line of storms, especially around central Iowa, starting to make their way into our area. This will only just bring us some cloud cover in our northern regions as we move throughout the daytime hours. For now, looking off across our Cedar Rapids Skycam, you can see pretty calm, pretty clear, some filtered sunshine out there. 83 degrees right now, the heat index value of up to 90, just because we still have that humidity for one more day. Of course, when we're talking heat index, we're also talking those warmer temperatures too. Down in the south, we're seeing temperatures in the 90s, but once that cold front pushes through earlier in the north, we're seeing temperatures, high temperatures today, only in the 80s. So it's going to be some nice relief there. As we move throughout the rest of our Tuesday, we'll see heat index values not quite top 100, especially if you get down towards the south. You could see that 100 south of I-80, but for the most part, we'll stay with heat index values into the 90s. Hour by hour does show our temperatures will drop down throughout the nighttime hours, and we'll start to introduce that storm chance as we get into the early morning hours of tonight and into tomorrow as well. Storm Prediction Center does put a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather. That'd just be mainly for some strong wind gusts. Nothing like we saw the last few days, but something to still keep an eye on. Timing that out here with Predictor, we can see that storm system in our west start to die out before we stay clear throughout the overnight hours into Tuesday. Then we start to see the storm chances start to make their way into the area sometime around the early morning hours on Wednesday, push their way on through and kind of stick around here on Wednesday. Main threats with this is just some initially strong winds and heavier rain. Then eventually we have a high pressure bringing us some relief and dry conditions as well. Our rain forecast with this does show about 1 to 2 inches, really just varies around where you hit those heavier pockets of rain. So just keep an eye on the number, not really the location of the number. And as we go throughout the rest of our week, we'll start to see after those rain chances, it'll start to dry out. Thursday into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to be completely dry before we start to warm up just a little bit back on Monday.